Friends, I usually speak about technology concepts or philosophical ideas. Tonight, I wanted to try something a little bit different and tell you about my newest pastime, which is hanging out in hotel bars. On a Friday or Saturday night, I will go out to my local hotel bar, have a quick meal, and then have a drink or two while chatting with the other patrons at the bar. This can be a really enjoyable and rewarding experience, and I wanted to encourage you to try out this new pastime. I want to start by giving a little bit of a motivation why this is important. And the reason is that there's a real epidemic of isolation and loneliness in our society. We aren't making enough friends. A lot of people don't have good social connections. And this lack of social connection is actually harming people's physical health. So it's not just mental health, it's actually affecting our bodies. I think we all need to get out more. We need to make new connections and interact in the real world as opposed to social media. Another benefit of this pastime is that it helps you practice the skill of talking to strangers. And talking to strangers is a really valuable life skill. If you can approach a person, strike up a conversation, get to know them, this opens up a huge range of possibilities. It can be business partnerships, potential romantic interests, or you could just learn about someone else's perspective from a different walk of life. Now, I want to argue that the hotel bar is special even compared to other venues like typical bars, restaurants, or clubs. And I'm going to argue this by explaining what's bad about some of these other places. So to start with, this image just looks awful to me. And I'm sure several people on this call also feel the same way. The problem here is that there's too much noise in this room. You can tell, even though it's a still image, that there's loud music happening in this scene. And because of that, people aren't really socializing. They're in a group of lots of different people, but there's not real connections being made because you can't have conversations. It's too loud. You also notice that people are crammed together like sardines. Another issue with typical bars is that they really want to sell as much alcohol as possible, as quickly as possible, to drive profits. So they bring lots of people in, cram them together, and then the bartenders just bring out as much alcohol as they can sell. And they kind of pressure you once you're done with your drinks to move on so they can serve the next round of customers. Now, the hotel bar is a little bit different because it fulfills a different economic niche. The bar is not a profit center of the hotel. The hotel makes money by renting out rooms. The hotel bar is an amenity the hotels provide to improve the experience of the guests. And that means it's relaxed, there's no loud music, it's not too crowded. And a subtle point is that there's an open floor plan. You can see there's some tables here in the foreground. You can imagine sitting at one of those tables and enjoying your salad, and then maybe going up to the bar to start talking to people or making some friends that way. So the presence of an open floor plan is really important. It has a really powerful but subtle effect on facilitating connections. And one final benefit of the hotel bar, which this is not a real image, but it captures the idea. Hotel bar brings in people from all around different professions. You can meet business people, you can meet academics, you can meet government employees, you can meet world travelers, you can meet retirees who are just traveling around to enjoy themselves. All kinds of different people come to the hotel bar. They have many different reasons for traveling. You can learn their stories, you can hear what they're interested in, you can hear what they think about the world. So it can be a really enjoyable and informative experience. Thanks very much.